Hello, hello. Welcome to the magnetics of attracting your beloved or inspiring your current one. Day one of this 5-day series. For anyone who has been um, trying to tune in, I apologize. I'm a few minutes late. I was having a hard time getting on. Maybe it's the cloudy, rainy weather that I'm having here. But I'm so excited to dive into day one. I'm so excited for this entire 5-day series that really just kind of got downloaded yesterday when I was on the spin bike. And I couldn't wait to get off the spin bike and back to my computer so that I could start downloading some of these ideas. And who just joined? I love seeing who hops on. I see the eye, but then I don't always see the name right away. So, I am often invited onto podcasts and telesummits and interview series to talk about love and relationship and dating and feminine magnetism and receiving. And it's one of the topics I'm so passionate about, and I just have endless ideas about, and I don't always bring them forward. So I thought, well, why not? I have women coming to me all the time, and this is really a hot area for so many women. So I thought I am just gonna charge you all up with some of the ideas that I have percolating. So ooh, okay, another person showed up. All right. So what I want to dive right into today. You've seen my post yesterday, you saw my post today, so you kind of get an idea of why I'm doing this, what this series is about. If not, go back and read to right away. Is if you knew that your desire for that relationship, whether you have one or not, your desire to find your beloved, to attract your beloved, your desire for your man, your already beloved, to show up in a certain way, your desire for your marriage or your long-term relationship to turn around, if you knew that your desire was inevitable, if you knew that the universe's plan for you and your most delicious life, your most incredibly delicious epic relationship is going to show up at the perfect time. If you knew that that very thing, that something amazing is lining up for you right this second, and the very fact that it's not here yet is the opportunity to upgrade your self-image, to upgrade your self-identity, to be a match for what it is you desire, and to prepare yourself to actually have it, to actually inhabit that reality by expanding your capacity to receive that ecstatic pleasure, that deep intimacy, that epic love that is beyond your wildest dreams. If you knew that was inevitable, I want you to check in. How would you show up to this 5-day training? How would you show up to this 5-day series? That is my gift to you, with pleasure, I might add. How would you show up differently in your life today? How would you inhabit and hold your body differently? How would your breath flow differently? Perhaps. So I want you to be with that every single day. And I want you to set that as an intention to try that on more often than I guarantee you have been before I just said all of that. there's an opportunity for you to receive and experience at least a mini, if not a massive transformation on every single day of this training. I guarantee it. If you want it, if you show up for it, if you tune in and you actually implement what I'm going to offer you. So I'm going to invite you to set that intention, to get what you came for, to feel into what spoke to you about this training and what your intention is for tuning in and what your intention is for how you want it to affect the rest of your life. And that's actually the very thing we're going to talk about, is that intention. So if you don't have one that's like on the tip of your tongue, that's okay. I'm going to help you dial that in even more fully right now. So today's topic is, hello, welcome Josephine, welcome Liz. I saw your comment and I was running already late, so I'm so glad you hopped in and you knew, yes, we are here today. And I'll share this in our group later as well. So welcome Liz, welcome Josephine. And all right, so where was I? Feel free to pop in questions as I go, ladies. I will, as much as possible, hold responding until the end so I don't lose my flow. Okay, but pop them in whenever, okay? So today's topic is gonna be pretty short and sweet. That's my intention. It's the essential first step before pursuing any desire that will set you up for maximum success on your terms, however you define success and fulfillment. So that might be somewhere in the realm of relationship, attracting your beloved or inspiring your current one. It can be any desire that is on your heart right now, that is burning to bring forward, to call into form. I invite you to use any of these tools. They will apply to any desire you have, but we're going to be oriented around attracting your beloved and the magnetics of how that works. So what I invite you to do, and this is what I invite all of my clients to do, any interview series I'm on, and the host asks me this around, her audience in dating, is to know when you have a desire, we want to really get underneath that. What is your highest intention? In other words, what is it that you want more than to land the man, than to land the relationship, than to transform your current relationship or your marriage? What do you want more than that soul-stirring sex or that deep level of timeless intimacy and connection beyond words? In other words, what is the desire within the desire itself? If you got that result, of that soul-stirring sex and intimacy and connection and partnership and playfulness that just transports you out of this world, or whatever sacred love and sacred intimacy represents for you, if you got that result, if you had that outcome and you were living that experience, what would having that do for you? What would that give you that you don't have now, or you don't believe you have right now? The reason we're starting here is because I want so much more for you than to foster your dependency on a man, or on a certain kind of relationship, or on your man showing up in a certain way so you can have a certain experience, or on any circumstance being a certain way. It's not that you can't have everything you want, because you can. It's not that I can't help you get everything you want, because I can. But your happiness and your fulfillment will be really flimsy and pretty empty and short-lived unless you approach it in this way that I'm inviting you to, from the source, from the innermost underlying desire within the desire. So I'm always going to be taking a stand, no matter what I'm teaching or coaching you on. I'm going to be taking a stand for your unconditional fulfillment and freedom, no matter what, by pointing you back again and again to where you do have power, where you do have influence, where you do have control and choice and freedom in any given circumstance, no matter what. Which starts with bringing all of us here in this series back to the premise that underlying each and every desire that you ever have had and ever will have is a desire to become more of yourself and to realize and embody more of your unlimited divine essence. You may have heard me say this before. I say it a lot, and I probably will for the rest of my life. Whenever we are craving more out of our lives, more out of a relationship, more out of a circumstance, more of a different experience with someone, or to have the presence of someone that we don't have, it's really because we are living in the model of believing that if that thing happened, or if that person changed, or if that person showed up, or if circumstances were more to our liking, we would finally get to feel or be a certain aspect of ourselves that we are not currently allowing ourselves to be and embody. In other words, altering something out there would activate a certain quality within us to come back online again, or maybe for the very first time. And that's what we want to, basically, we want to mine the most superficial desires with this underlying desire. We want to always use them as the catalyst and the fuel to serve more of our emergence, more of our liberation. So that's the whole purpose of today. So another way of inquiring into this, and thanks for staying with me, ladies. I might have a long-winded way of welcome, Justine. So delighted to have you. I might have a long-winded way of saying the same thing over and over again, but it's my way of driving it home because it's something I'm so passionate about. So you want to ask yourself, what is it? We're taking whatever desire you are bringing to this training. What is it that my soul has given me this desire to help me step into more fully? And please, I strongly invite and request you to pop it in the comments. Anything that's percolating around what is your desire. I want to hear what is your desire. However, even if it was before I started training you on this and talking about this, what is the desire you came to this with? And then anything else that's been on surfacing since I've been talking here. What is it that my soul has given me this desire to help me step into more fully? I want to hear that one as well. And another way of checking into yourself and with this desire to mine for the essence of it is what quality of your unlimited divine nature, your unlimited divine essence, are you most desiring to cultivate, to nurture, and to even well, let's say embody and express as well. And use this process of manifesting, of attracting your beloved or inspiring your current one, or somehow allowing this relationship of your dreams, the love of your dreams, to come into, to call that in. You want to be using that very process as an opportunity to embody and even master this quality even more, to bring it online more, because that is what the very desire itself is asking of you. That's why it's there in the first place. I might sneeze, just a little warning. I can feel it coming on. So hello, Melanie, welcome. You missed the first part, but you might listen to the replay. So ladies, I want you to pop in the comments any of your responses so far, any of your questions. So I have a little more to share, but we're pretty much at the end here. So some examples of what this could look like when you're digging into what is the desire within the desire. Like I said about 10 minutes ago, when you think of the desire that you showed up to this training for, what do you want that feels like even more than that desire? It could be self-love. It could be confidence. It could be more comfort in your skin. It could be the freedom to be more fully expressed. It could be more sovereignty. It could be just more unconditional joy. It could be divine rapture and orgasmic bliss. It could be to know that you are more than enough, to know that you're worthy. You're trying to understand what is the essence of the desire itself, that if you had that, you would get to feel. What would having that desire let you know about yourself? What would having that outcome give you permission to feel? That is getting you closer, maybe not all the way in, but getting you closer to the desire within the desire. Because that, you don't have control over whether or not anything externally changes. Not that it won't, but the fastest way to affect external change is for you to start to embody and express the essence of this desire that it's really asking you to emerge more into. It's more of you coming online, that this desire is showing up in service of your liberation of that. Okay? And then this is, I hope this is all making sense. If not, pop it into the comments. I love answering questions. So take advantage of my presence here and over the next now 4 more days. This then, the desire within the desire then becomes the filter. It becomes the lens, and through which you are going to navigate this process of calling in your beloved or inspiring your current beloved. So you're going to use every interaction, every encounter, every experience, every trigger that might arise, every setback or every win and success. You're going to use that as an opportunity to embody, to master that quality within you even more. So your orientation and your priority is to mine every situation that in the process of closing the gap on this desire, of fulfilling this desire, and becoming more of the woman you want to be along the way, that's the whole point, to feel and be more of that essence, that quality that I'm hopefully helping you tap into here. So every situation then doesn't become, okay, I see a question popping up. Okay, I'll be right there, Liz. then every situation you're actually able to befriend it in a way and use it to your advantage as your training ground to cultivate more of that quality independent of circumstances always going to your liking. So, who has questions? Yes, Liz, this video is, it is on my public page. So if you want to keep a question private, you can save it and bring it into the to the Facebook group. I will share this replay in the group after I'm done, and I can answer your question there if you want to keep it more private. So I have a couple more minutes. I know there's a little bit of a delay, but I really want to support you all listening. If anything I said was not crystal clear, please pop it into the comments so that I want you to leave feeling anchored into what your desire is within your desire. What is your highest intention above and beyond getting the thing you thought you wanted, so to speak? Not that that's not going to happen, but yeah, like I said in the beginning, there's a purpose behind going to the source. So I would love to make sure that you all leave with this crystal clear so that we can, there's a progression in how I'm designing each day of this series. So it would be lovely if you had this foundation. And if you want to watch the replay, oh, let's see. Okay, so Justine is currently thinking about it. That's fine. I would invite you all to simply listen back, because I definitely like to load up my Facebook Lives with a lot of juicy content. So there's a lot in there for you to extract. And post questions here. I'll revisit those, and and if you want to bring it privately to me, just send me a PM. And what I'll do also for anyone who's not already in my private group, if you want to bring it in there where it's a little more private, you're welcome to. I'll pop a link in the comment if you want to join that group, or you can just send me a private message. I'll keep it super anonymous, and then I can address it when I hop on for day 2 tomorrow to the group anonymously. So I want to totally respect everyone's privacy. It can be an intimate topic we're exploring together. So absolutely, you have full access to me. And I just really want to support you in enjoying this and getting the transformation that you want from this experience. So I will complete for now, ladies. I'm going to be on the next 4 days. I've got some really juicy content coming your way, and I will just keep you all updated. Be here same time, same place tomorrow. Pop in your intentions, pop in your desire within your desire. PM me if you want. Add an additional question, add a question here. And otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm so delighted to have you all joining me, and I'm so excited to be back with you tomorrow. Okay, ciao.